Today we're talking about a topic that for you first-time home buyers or future home buyers, you kind of need to pay attention to. It's 12 red flags on the inspection report during the purchase process of any transaction in real estate. Next, we're looking up at plumbing concerns. Now, this is another thing that people don't necessarily look at new builds for, but as we in Las Vegas know, high-tech plumbing.
Yeah.
It was a large issue in a multitude of homes that the plumbing just was not holding up to the requirements of the home. Mm-hmm. It was failing, it was bursting, it was causing corrosion, and it was adding different solvents to our water. Like, there were so many different things that was going on, and it had to be removed. So now that building company typically, in most cases, got sued and they had to pay for it. And there was a way that you could go about getting reimbursed for it, but it's still something that needs to be taken care of and to be at least addressed. Now, some of these locations maybe didn't get the high-tech taken out. Maybe they got the settlement and they just never did anything with it. So now you've got the issue of, am I moving into a home with a high-tech plumbing issue, or any other kind of construction defect? And a plumbing concern any kind of plumbing issue can result in a huge amount of cost. I mean, even if you have a slight leak from your water heater, that could quickly and easily turn into something that's thousands of dollars in repairs. I mean, it can flood walls, it can cause damage to foundation.
And I guarantee it'll do it when you're on vacation.
When you're on vacation.
Every time.
There's been a numerous amount of situations where I've seen the sellers leave town and they want open houses done, or they want buyers to come in at that moment while they're gone, and then buyers come in and it's just flooded. The floorboards are floating.
Yeah. Let me address because what we're talking about here are red flags that realtors see in home inspections, okay, and things that we caution you if you're in the market to buy a home and these things show up in your inspection. Don't gloss over them. Stay focused on them. And like Devin said earlier, use it as an opportunity to negotiate a positive outcome for your future. But I want to talk specifically very quickly about one plumbing issue. I want to give a caution out there to all home buyers. If you're buying a home that was built in the 50s, 60s, 70s, okay? Basic course on plumbing is this. You got all the plumbing in your home, which goes into a sewer line, and that sewer line leaves your home somewhere, typically out of the bathroom or the kitchen, and that sewer line travels under the house, out the front yard to the sewer connection out in front of your home. That line, that sewer line that runs from the gutter to your home, gets clogged all the time, especially in older homes. You get roots that grow into it, you get stuff that goes down drains that gets clogged, you get rocks, you get dirt. After 20 or 30 years, you can almost bank on the fact that you're going to have a plumbing problem with the main sewer line going into your home, and it is expensive because usually it starts in your kitchen and runs underneath the floor of your home to your bathrooms. And so that means somebody's coming in with a jackhammer and jackhammering all that concrete and tile or wood or carpet or whatever you got to access and replace that line. Yeah. So now you got that in addition to restoring everything, putting your flooring back, etc. So if you're buying a home in that age bracket, it is absolutely worth spending an extra $200 or $300 to have your inspector scope the line with a video camera. They literally drop it in the clean out and they run that line down to the curb, looking at the video to see if there's roots, holes, earth, anything in that line. Believe me, for $200, $300, if you can figure that out during your due diligence period and then negotiate that repair prior to acquiring the home, you are going to be very happy with this advice. And I recommend you look very seriously at this. We encounter this. If I'm representing a buyer and I'm selling them a home built in the 50s, 60s, 70s, now or even into the 80s, I'm recommending they spend the extra couple of $100 to get it scoped.
Yeah, I mean, the worst that's going to happen is you burn the extra $200-$300, but you live with that peace of mind that my plumbing is going to be okay.
Yeah. And I've had this happen 2 times where I've seen clients buy a home. There was no disclosure provided by the seller that there was a sewer line issue, a backup issue. They close, they get into the home, the sewer backs up, and it becomes a nightmare situation. I've seen it happen 2 times. So it's not an unusual thing. It occurs.
Yeah.
Okay.
Especially like you said in those older homes.